This home was not built like any other home. It was built entirely in a factory.
All right, welcome. This is the 15th cover that we built, and we built this one in 33 days. If you think about how much effort has gone into the design and the engineering behind home design, pair that with the amount of effort that's gone into automotive, you might spend an hour, maybe 2 hours a day in a car, but you're spending way more time in a home, but way less effort has gone into engineering and designing the home than your car. This here is one of the first 10 covers that we built, and this was in the Hollywood Hills with an insane view of LA.
So it's real.
This is a real photo. These are both real photos. Yeah. So here's living area. We've got the kitchen, and then over here we've got the bathroom. Over here we've got the bedroom. Small space, but feels big. My co-founder and I both studied architecture, and he was interested in the intersection of technology and software, and I was interested in, how do we build homes more efficiently, more like cars? And we thought maybe there's a way to combine these things and solve the massive housing problem. There's a shortage of 5 million homes. The problem is only getting worse because there's a shortage of skilled labor, carpenters, painters, plumbers, electricians, because it makes home building much more expensive. So 100 years ago, it would take 2 years of household income if you used all of that to buy a home. Now it would take 5 years.
So what's like the one word you would use to describe what you're building?
Legos. With Legos, you have a finite set of parts, and you can combine those parts to create pretty much any design. At Cover, what we're doing is we're building life-size Lego blocks for home building. So what we do is we build wall panels, floor panels, ceiling panels from our factory. They ship on site, pretty much done, and then they just get rapidly assembled. The panels that we're building in the factory, it's not like it's just a structure. It's insulation, waterproofing, electrical, plumbing, connection points, all integrated from the factory so that when it shows up on site, it just comes together fast. Yeah, here you can see the panels. We're not trying to hide the seam. The panels are designed into it. But what we are trying to do is design all these connections, these seams very intentionally, so that what you see at the end of the day is it's just nice, right? It looks great. And as we expand the set of Lego blocks, we'll do 2 stories, entire homes, and even 5-story apartment buildings with 100 units in them. To build a cover, you need thousands of parts that we have to design, track, and then manage. The only way we're able to deliver on that kind of speed with this amount of complexity is with software driving the entire process. So we take care of the entire permit process, submit construction documents, submit the engineering calculations, everything, go back and forth with the city a bit, and our software basically drives the entire design, engineering, permitting, and then manufacturing process. When you think of prefab, a lot of the times you think low quality, you think cheap, fast. But what we're trying to do is prove to the world that this is a better way to build. And so design is at the core of what we do. One of my favorite questions is actually towards our engineers and our designers, like, what would you do if this is your home? What would you want? And really, we're designing a product that we would love to live in ourselves. And I actually did live in this one for a year. We find it really difficult to deliver a product that we're not proud to stand behind.
Or live in.
Yeah, or live in, yeah. So we're in our 10,000 square foot R&D space, and this is where we're iterating and continuously developing the next generation of the product. And we're developing the next generation of covers. One of the things that we like to do is we want to verify what we're doing in the computer and in CAD and actually mock it up and see how it looks and feels. And so this is a cardboard mock-up of a bathroom that we're developing. Just to make sure the proportions are right. It all feels right. And yeah, this is not functional, but when you get the real cover, it works.
What does home mean?
Oh, that's
Stupid question, is that?
No, it's not a stupid question. It's a very special place, right? It's a space where you're going to spend more time in than any other place. In many cases, it's where you'll start a family, you'll have thousands of meals together, you work, you relax, you rest. It's shelter for people. I mean, it's so many things. Just like everything else in our lives where it's built in a factory, Wired Home is built in a factory. And what that really comes down to is like proving to the world that this isn't just a science project, that this is a better way to build homes all around. And then with scale, they become mass market, low cost. This would unlock crazy amount of abundance of homes, affordability, efficiency, and quality.
Thank you so much for watching the 7th episode of S3. This was an amazing one to film because I showed up to their factory in LA and Alexis gave me a tour of their R&D space, their whole facility, and it was just us in this massive facility on a Saturday. It truly felt like the ethos of the show, getting to film alone with the founder in this massive facility that, you know, they've taken from an apartment all the way to this thing. It was incredibly inspiring to see, and I hope that came across in the episode. Thank you for the support, and to those of you that always repost or share the episodes with your comments or reply with your thoughts on things. I think the most exciting part about posting these to me is seeing people's thoughts and debate and kind of ideas in the replies or about the startup or the episode in general. I think that's like my favorite thing. So please keep doing that. Thanks for watching. Keep on building the future, and I'll see you next week when we feature our first software company on S3. Yes, we do that. And we'll talk about building complex hardware entirely in software.